This is Bantry Bay. We're in Glengariff Harbour right now with squillions of little islands. They're absolutely joyous. There's a house over here which was a film star's house.
Maureen O'Hara, she's famous for The Quiet Man, that's her most famous one. They came here in the 60s, herself and her husband Captain Blair. He drove a seaplane. They fell in love with Glengariff and they bought this house.
She was the original red-headed actress, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Quite glam, I'd say. Were
Yeah,
you?
very feisty, very feisty.
Feisty.
Yeah.
Feisty means
Redhead.
mind what you say, otherwise you'll get a punch in the choppers.
But yeah, she was fantastic for the area here.
Now it's famous for having mussel beds like this. Loads and loads of mussels.
We've got a huge mussel farm here in Bantry Bay.
Quite good mussels here. You know, they're all right.
So if you've ever had Bantry Bay mussels, this is where they've come from. So yeah, if you look up to your right now, you'll see Glengariff Castle. It was originally built by Lord Bantry, the Bantry House estate, as a hunting lodge. It was built in the 1700s, and then it was a hotel here until the 70s. It closed down in the 70s, and a German guy bought it, and he was a bit eccentric, and he took the roof off. Because in the 70s, if you didn't have a roof,
Yeah.
you didn't pay any rates. So
This bloke was a complete nutter, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a nutcase. Take the roof off, you don't pay rates. You also get a lot of rain on your head. So it doesn't. It looks like it's got a roof now,
Yeah,
though.
thankfully there's a guy restoring it now, yeah, and he's put the roof back on. But just as a private house.
Yeah. Number one thing, put a roof on. There's a lot of logic to that. Okay. One of the lovely things about going around Bantry Bay is there is an awful lot of islands. In fact, 365, one for every day of the year. And this is a favourite spot for cruise ships to come in, and because the water is very, very deep. In fact, it's the deepest natural harbour in all of Europe.
We've got an island over here called Bark Island.
Bath Island, as in having a wash.
Bark, like woof, woof. And years ago, there was a boatman. He used to put his younger children on it, and they used to make noises like they were fixing stuff like leprechauns. And he used to take out Americans and say there was leprechauns on the island. He had his kids on it. You don't believe me? That's true. Yeah.
That's where it all happened, on Bark Island.